Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am back with another wig tutorial, and I am going to be making a deep wave wig, and this is the hair. This is the longest bundle, which is a 22-inch, and this is not for me, this is for a client of mine. So she got an 18, a 20, and a 22-inch bundle, and she also got a closure. I'm unsure of the closure length because it wasn't in the packaging, but this is the hair. It is very pretty, and it is in like a natural brown. It is definitely soft and bouncy and bouncing back to life. You know, once I stretch it out, it's going back into place, but it does feel like some really nice hair. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you how to do it on a sewing machine. Alright, so stay tuned. Okay, so right now I am just showing the cap and the way that I place the frontal on the cap with my T-pins. Here I am with my Sharpie, and what I'm going to go ahead and do is outline my frontal with my Sharpie, and I'm also going to do a second line for seam allowance. Okay, so here's the frontal. Now what I'm doing is I'm outlining my cap with my silver Sharpie. All the way to the top. And as I get closer to the top, I am doing them slightly closer together. Now what I'm doing here is I am doubling my wefts, and my wefts are a little bit staggered here. And if you want to see a more detailed video how I double my wefts, please go check out my other videos. And I'm just cutting the strings. Here I am showing you the double wefts put together. Here's my cap. Now what I'm doing is I'm placing my cap underneath my foot, and the way I like to put it is I like to put the cap facing the arm of the sewing machine so that it's easy to glide through. Here I'm back stitching. You want to go forward and then back stitch. I like to do it to make sure that my wefts are staying in place. And my son is running by, don't mind him. When you are doing this, you do want to take your time so that your hair doesn't get caught in the lining of you sewing, so you just want to move it out the way if it does get in the way. Here I am back stitching because I've reached the end where the frontal is going to be. Now I'm just taking it off and I'm cutting the strings, and I'm repeating these same steps all the way through till I get to the top. Here I am being chastised with a mask. Here is a closer view of me sewing and how I move the hair out of the way if it is getting in the way of the pressure foot. And I do like to take my time with this part. When you get closer to the top, it's a lot of hair, so you gotta kind of maneuver the hair and push it through the sewing machine. Not where you're sewing at, but where it's all of the hair that you already sewed at. It's gonna kind of be in the way. So you're just gonna kind of move it through your sewing machine. And if your line is not straight, just make sure you straighten it up. Here's the frontal. I put it on the cap, and this is the wig so far, and I'm just showing you that I did not sew on the adjustable straps. I left that alone. Now what I'm doing is I am going to attach the frontal to the wig, and I am just sewing this with a regular needle and thread, and I am going to reinforce it later with the sewing machine, but for video purposes I just went ahead and sewed it with a needle and thread. Okay, now I'm on to the other side, and I'm just cutting that string that I started with from the first side that I sewed down. Now I am going ahead and sewing down the other side, and I am sewing to the cap and the end of the track. So I'm putting my needle through the end of the track that is sewed already to the wig cap. Cutting my thread, and it is all sewed on. That piece that's hanging, I don't want to cut it as of yet because I want to put it on my client's head, and if I need to make any adjustments I will sew the end to the cap, but right now I just want to leave it off because it may be too long for her head. And this is the inside of the cap. Okay, so I just dipped it in a little bit of water, not too much, like I just sprayed it a little bit in my kitchen sink. And now I'm gonna take this argan leave-in conditioner, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it all over the head. And I'm focusing on the front because that's the part that was really kinky. So I want to smooth that out with that conditioner. So I'm just going ahead and brushing that through the whole entire wig. And I do want to be careful because kinky hair is different from straight hair. So I don't want to just like comb it or brush it really aggressively. I do want to be kind of gentle, just how I will with my natural hair, because kinky curly hair is easier to break off. Now what I'm going ahead and doing is I'm taking my hot comb and I'm just smoothing out those hairs that I want to be pushed back. Not too much, and my iron is on low because I don't want to mess with the curl pattern. I just want to smooth the hair. Okay, so now I'm just moving the baby hairs to the front that I want to be towards the front. I put a braid in it. I was thinking about styling it in like a braid in the front, a couple braids in the front, but I changed my mind. So I'm just taking it out here. And the wig is pretty much complete. I'm just taking me some photos for my social medias. And this is the wig. After I finished it, this is a better picture of the wig. And this is the wig after I installed it. It came out really nice and I liked the outcome of it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.